Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to tackle cleaning half of my front porch. It has gotten really bad. Micah, don't do that. Micah. Hold on. Okay. Anyway, it's gotten really bad, and I'm hoping that cleaning it on camera is going to be the motivation that I need to get this done. This room is like a 3 seasons room, I guess you would call it. And so we use it when it's warm enough or when it's not extremely hot. We can't use it in the middle of summer and we can't use it in the middle of winter. It's not heated or cooled. It was built, if you don't know, the house we live in was my grandparents' house, and it was a double wide that they then encased in stone. And so from the outside it doesn't look like a double wide, but at some point, I think in the late 80s, early 90s, they added on this room. It's very awkward. It's like you have to walk through it to get to our front door. But I don't know if you can see, the driveway sits higher than this room. It's like a step down into this room. So you can see like the van tires are probably at like mid-calf height for me in here. So you have to walk into this room before you can get into the house. You have to step down into it, which means that it collects all the shoes, all the junk that's on the shoes, everything as you walk through, because as soon as you open the door, things fall in. We live in the country on a dirt road with a dirt driveway. It's very messy for that. But also, I can almost touch spreading my arms out side to side. I think it's 6 or 7 feet deep. Like you walk from one door into the next one, it's about 7 feet. Shut the door. And then go in and watch the movie with Emma. It's about 20 feet wide. And so on one side we have like a 7 foot by 7 foot section, which is what I'm standing in here. And on the other side, it's like an 11 by 7 or something like that section. This side is my side. That side is the kids' side. They have very small bedrooms. We have a 3-bedroom house. There are 9 of us living in it. So there's 4 girls in one room, 3 boys in the other, and their bedrooms are like 10 by 12. So anything that's bigger or that they have big collections of, like in their rooms we have built-in shelving for bins, but out here we have a lot of like the arts and crafts stuff and kitchen stuff, they call it, like your play food and stuff, dress up, tons and tons and tons of Legos, their sewing supplies, all of that on the kids' side. On this side we have everybody's shoes, my craft cabinet, a rolling drawer set for school, sewing machines, a cabinet that holds all of our DVDs and photo albums. School books are out here right now. I don't know if we'll continue that next time. So there's a ton of stuff in a small space covered in dust, and we need to get it cleaned up. So we're gonna take you along and try to get some of this cleaned up and see if we can make noticeable improvement before the day's over. I'm really tired today and I really don't feel like doing anything, but I need to do something. I need to push through and do it. So I'm only going to be doing my side today. The kids' side will be a different day or never. I don't know, but we're going to do this side today. So I did not clean up anything. This is what it is. So you can see it steps down into the front door. This is just a piece of linoleum that we had left from when we redid our bathroom last year. And there's a video of our bathroom on the channel. So everybody comes in and they just drop their shoes. This bin is supposed to be for the shoes that we just run outside real quick in, but it's got a lot of stuff in it. Then we have shoes and apparently tape for Micah, who is 7, Abby, who is 9, Evie, who is almost 11. This cabinet holds all of our DVDs, photo albums, our globe. I have cleaning stuff up there. My sewing machine pedals out because I was sewing this morning. In this corner is bins that are supposed to hold winter boots, but we don't need winter boots out right now, so that can probably go. Caleb's shoes, who is 12, Emma's, and she's 13, and Aaron, who is 15. All their shoes are over here. 2 sewing machines up there, some craft stuff, some school stuff. That over there is the school supply rolling drawer cart thing. This whole crate is stuff that we pulled out of our minivan because we're selling it, and that needs to go. It needs to be organized. It was just in there. This, let's see, sewing bins here, school supplies there, and then this whole armoire is full of craft supplies, and this is only the craft supplies that I have in the house. All of my fabrics are in the garage. So that's what we need to work on, and we need to clean deeply. It desperately needs it. I don't know where anything should go. It's just a lot. And you can see, this is what I mean, like when I say that our house is encased in stone. You've probably seen it in our bedroom too whenever I've done videos. So originally this was the front door, and there was a screen door, but there's not now, it's just a door. And then you have to come in this door and through to that one in order to get into the main part of the house. So let's get started. I don't even know where to start, but we're gonna do something. Okay, I think I'm going to take all of the school stuff that's up here, and there's some teachers' manuals in here, and take them in the house because they're going to need to be sorted through. They're not going to be used mostly for this coming school year, so I can get that done first. You're going to start a book club at church? Hey, somebody go grab me a garbage bag. Up there. No. Is that yours?
Yeah, I think I'm making something. Oh, what? I do remember those. I didn't.
Yeah, leave that open for a minute because I'm going to bring in all of the school stuff that can be sorted through them.
Okay,
just say, why hasn't only this chapter? Only cut it though, really this chapter of the book. No, I'm not really.
Oh, I hate Peter Pan. Who in the world likes Peter Pan? He's got a bunch of kids who got into the parents of drugs.
Ooh, PG flashes.
Let's jump out a window, we can fly. No, we can't. No, we can't. We all hit the ground.
Sick.
That's mostly cleared off. Well, some paper and some thread. The thread's still okay. We started a garbage bag. Get that cleaned up. I'll show you what is in this cabinet and then finish cleaning it off. I always thought it was funny that my mother-in-law has very clean cabinets, drawers, anything that's hidden she keeps really clean, and the stuff that you can just see, not so much. But I guess I kind of am her. So yeah, I'll show you. Even though everything outside of this cabinet is a mess, the inside is not too bad. There's still some tidying up that needs to happen. There's some started projects in there that I need to deal with. I just got those buttons for a project that need to be put away. Some things that just need tidied up, but that shouldn't take terribly long. This stuff is mostly organized. It's mostly just craft books in those two. And this was where the teacher books had been, and I don't know for sure what I'm doing there. This has paints, and then my laminator and my binding machine, and these are combs for the binding machine and plastic sheets for the laminator. This is all like natural health and beauty type stuff. There's like shea butter, and this is bentonite clay, I think. Some beeswax, essential oils, little bottles, citric acid, candle making supplies in there. So that's what's in that one. And then we can close this again. And also most of my patterns and my yarn are in the garage. So then this drawer has some wool and my iron, and right here is where my sewing machine pedal goes. These are thread. My zippers are kind of exploding there. Hot glue gun. It's a little disorganized, but not terrible. This needs some tidying up, but mostly this is just trimmings, and that needs to be gone through, and I have more out in the garage. This is a lot of elastic, which my girls get into often. The buttons that spilled, this is for needle felting. Along with that, those are hair ribbons that are not finished. This is the other sewing machine pedal for my daughter's sewing machine. So that's what's in there. Now I just need to clean the actual cabinet. As I'm going through things, I'm finding some things that can be combined. This is bentonite clay, and so is this. We're going to combine those. And then that citric acid into that one. They say it has to get worse before it gets better, and I would say that that's true in this case. I went through this whole cabinet and got everything reorganized, and then decided to move it. So I had to pull all of the drawers out and everything, and I still can't move it by myself. So the kids are swimming, and my husband's on his way home. Somebody's going to help me move this. Hopefully soon. We're just going to move it over there so I can clean behind it and keep moving. So now it's day 2 of cleaning up this little section, and I'm going to show you where we're at now. This is what it is looking like so far. We're not done yet, but we moved all the furniture around. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to tell you where all this furniture came from, because I think it's interesting to know how people acquire things. And so anyway, this thing is very wobbly, and probably I would not recommend it, but it does what it needs to do for now. I bought that with a gift card for a couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, something like that. This cabinet that I'm working on right now, we got, a neighbor of ours died, and her family paid us to clean out her house. They gave us money, which we were then able to use to buy an air conditioner, and then we were also able to take whatever we wanted from the house that wasn't like sentimental. And so we got this cabinet and the one that's in our bathroom as well out of that house, along with a whole bunch of other stuff. This is a sewing machine cabinet, but it doesn't fit my newer sewing machine, and my husband gave that to me. He got it at like an indoor flea market when we were first married, maybe our second year married or something, and it had the sewing machine in it. I think he paid like $75 for it, which was a lot back then. And I've used it off and on since, but I can't get rid of it because it's sentimental. So it's over there in the corner. And then this big cabinet, we were intending to use it in the bathroom whenever we remodeled, because we knew we needed something out there, but it ended up being too big. So we moved the cabinet that had been out here to the bathroom, and then we just put this one out here. I think we paid $125 for that one. So that's where all the stuff came from. But yesterday we went through shoes and cleaned those out. There's the youngest 3, and then the next 3 kids are underneath that cabinet over there. The 2 boys have a big bin that they share because they basically only ever wear tennis shoes. And then Emma's, my 13-year-old's, is there. So, see what else. This is sheet music. It's a mess, but that's as good as the kids ever let it be. Got the top cleaned off of that except for my sewing machine and the globe. And then in a little while I'll show you what I ended up changing in this cabinet. So this cabinet is done. It did have all of our big DVD cases in it and then some photo albums. We have more in our room. That whole box back there is like loose pictures. So I need to get some albums, and we also need to print some pictures because some of these kids were born after everything went digital, and I would like to have some physical pictures of theirs. But we have like some of our newer DVDs, ones we haven't watched yet or whatever, down here with the photo albums. And then this, and this are all empty. And I'm thinking that this whole space is going to be good for keeping school books for the coming year. So I thought I can put teachers' guides here and then some of their books here. And then we can do books across the top. Maybe I'll get to, I think these came from Aldi. Get to Aldi and get some more of these, whatever they're called, book bins. I really like these ones. They're extra deep and they're sturdy. I've had those for probably 6-7 years, something like that. This drawer is empty for now, but we can put school things in there as well. And then we'll be able to use this all for school too. Right now this has some supplies in it, some books from last year. This is all stuff from last year that I haven't put away yet. So next year we will have, this coming year, I will still have 7 kids in school. Our oldest graduated in 2023, but this will be my second born's senior year. So we'll have a 12th grader, a 10th grader, a 9th grader, then a 7th, a 6th, a 4th, and a 2nd grader. So lots of stuff to keep track of, lots of books and things that need to find a home. So hopefully this will work for that. And then in this cabinet, this is what we ended up doing differently, is just this top part. I think everything else is pretty much the same, but I'll tidy it up. So there's that drawer. This one, it might look disorganized, but I know where everything is now. And like I said, this is all for like natural health and beauty stuff. This is a bath bomb mold, and this is just the pan that I use if I'm melting wax or something like that. There's glass etching fluid in there. And then, like I said, laminator, binding machine, paints, paper cutters I moved down there. So then at the top, some of my craft books are back here, and the rest of them are behind these 2 binders. there, but we made space to put in my daughter's sewing machine, which is good because it doesn't have a cover. Mine has a cover, so it doesn't matter so much. And then these are all of our DVDs and CDs. We still listen to CDs, we still watch DVDs, and this is how we have them stored. We don't watch DVDs as much as we used to, so it's okay to have them behind closed doors and all of that. So, okay, so that is it for now. I'm really happy with the way that it turned out, and it feels much more open, much cleaner. So if you stuck around this long, thank you for being here, and I think I've motivated myself to do the other half of this room. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you then. Bye.